east of Washington, D.C., and that's where you find this place, FedEx Field in Landover, Maryland. They love their football in this part of the country, and this crowd is ready to go as their guys will match up with the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. The shadow's starting to get a bit longer. Week 10 of the NFL season is here, and we're underway on EA Sports. No run back here on the opening kickoff as we'll start at the 25. A first carry for the Canadian-born Chuba Hubbard. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. Here's McDonald off of the play fake. He'll dump this one off to Hubbard. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down.
I like it, I like it, I like it. Get everyone involved in the passing game, and you know you can create those great mismatches throwing it to your guys out of the backfield.
And on the first drive, that can also help establish some rhythm, right?
I think so, and gets everyone involved. They feel like they're part of it and really gets them amped up as they go forward.
Meanwhile, the throw here is complete. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down. They'll run out of the gun. It's Hubbard. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Now they're going to be dealing with a 3rd and 7. Is that one officially a loss of 1?
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness. He's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
Here's McDonald to throw. This will be caught. It's Samuel. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. Throwing is McDonald. He's got his tight end. It's Tommy Tremble. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down. A run here for J.D. McKissick. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. Play action. It's McDonald. Going to throw deep for the end zone. And that is caught. Touchdown, Washington. Chris Godwin, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And Washington takes the ball down the field and scores on their opening drive. Extra point by Sly is up and good, and it's now a 7-0 game. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Now a first down throw, Watson. And it's incomplete. Boy, he doesn't drop many like that one. 2nd down.
After watching him drop that slant, I can hear my old coach's voice ringing in my ears right now. You can't run with the ball until you catch it. Trying to get those rack yards before he secured it.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Watson. Looking for Gronkowski, and it's intercepted. Jonathan Abram picks it. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line. What a start defensively. Your offense goes out, gets the touchdown, and then you get the interception. Just perfect.
How about the discipline that they showed on defense? Because after the offense scored to go up 7-zip, you would think they might be a little extra aggressive trying to get back at them. Instead, they read their keys well. When they took the shot downfield, they were more than prepared for that one.
And he's taken down, trying to do a little too much, getting outside of the pocket, and it results in a sack. They tried to go with a little play action there, but nobody on the defensive side bit.
Yeah, they adjusted in time and in a big way and ultimately got the sack on offense.
They're looking for Godwin, but it's intercepted. Picked by Antoine Winfield Jr. And the Buccaneers are going to take possession as they've got it at the 42-yard line. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Watson's throw taken in by Miller. I tell you what, CD, this Washington defense, very strong in the victory last week.
And no matter what's done throughout a ball game, it always comes back to blocking and tackling. That's the essence of football. But I think it's hard for people to understand just how difficult it is to tackle, especially open field. Very few missed tackles on tape that I saw last game. This team does a nice job of getting their opponents on the ground.
And he wisely will throw that one away.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
There's Ronald Jones, first carry for the USC man. And he is going to have the Buccaneers first down, at least at first glance, as they'll spot the football just beyond the marker. They find a way to convert on 3rd and inches. On first down, Watson. That'll be taken in there by Kenny Golladay. A gain of 6 there on first.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes when they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air. And sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it.
And looking for McLaurin, but this is intercepted. Picked off by Troy Apke. And not the first quarter that he was hoping for. Now 2 interceptions thrown.
Well, the good ones, they find a way to compartmentalize, right? Put these behind them, have that short memory, but understand why they threw the 2 interceptions. They go on and usually play a pretty decent game. Other quarterbacks, they have a hard time getting past it and often put the ball up for grabs the rest of the ball game.
J.J. Watt, the one that gets him down. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. McDonald sets to throw. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
And time to give some credit to the big fellas, the offensive line here, because you've got to have good protection on crossing routes, because you got to give your receiver time to work all the way across the field. That time able to scan the field, spot his receiver moving left to right, and make a good, accurate throw. Thank you, guys.
And that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. McDonald. Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Carlton Davis picks it. The 20. And it's a pick six. He brings it back to the house for a Buccaneer TD. Ryan Succop for the point after. It's up and good, and we're tied at 7 here in quarter number 2. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. The return man down to a knee, and this will come out to the 25-yard line. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And following the pick six, and they had decent field position of throwing that pick six. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told him, and they told us, they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
They go play action with McDonald. Eluding the pressure right. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
So much for the best laid plans and best designed plays. That was good coverage along the sidelines. No place for that one to get in there. It sails incomplete.
Here's 2nd and 10. Off the play fake. McDonald. And he will find his man, Samuel. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 23 yards to pick up there. Again, he'll drop to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. He'll get 10 there all on his own, but it'll be 2nd down.
And we have to give credit to him for buying time and extending the play. But, you know, there's some really upset defenders on that one. They thought that they had him. Instead, he was coated in Teflon and got away.
They still need about the length of the football here, maybe a little less as they come up on 2nd and inches. Now a give. It's Hubbard going left. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down. Off play action. McDonald to the end zone, but it's incomplete.
He certainly had a good game throwing the ball so far, but I think he was trying to take that from good to great with that throw, trying to get one downfield.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Now here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10.
45, 45. Mike, 45. Check.
Off the play fake. McDonald. And this is taken in for a Washington touchdown. Tommy Trimble with his first career NFL touchdown. And Washington has taken the lead. Extra point by Sly is up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And 2 picks thrown here in this first half alone. We'll see how that affects him.
Can't wait to see where his confidence is, because the great ones...
Down the numbers. There he goes. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. So there, Charles, I mean, a situation where it didn't matter how far he had to run, he was not going to be denied, and he winds up taking this all the way to the end zone.
And this is a play defensively where you're just looking around and saying, what was that? What just happened? You're looking at your teammates, they're looking at you, and let's face it, your defensive coordinator, he's not going to tip his cap to him. That's not how football works, but he probably should have after that run. That was absolutely sensational.
And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. On 1st and 10, McDonald checks this down to Hubbard. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. From the gun, it's McDonald. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down. They tried the throw on 2nd down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. Off play action. McDonald flush to his right. Thomas brings it in. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. His first catch, and it's a pretty big one. They get the conversion on 3rd down.
Normally on 3rd down and short yardage, you're thinking of throwing to your tight end. It's just going to be a simple chain mover. But this time they let him roam down the field, and a nice dart picks up the 1st down and then some.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. That's Samuel, caught left side. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. It's a gain of 35.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. It's Devin White, the linebacker. And now off to the races, down the right side.
Keep running, man.
Past the 20. And it's a pick 6. He brings it back to the house for a Buccaneer TD. Short throw, pick 6 right there. Those linebackers, they love when those short throws come and those eyes get real wide, don't they?
How about the anticipation on the play? Reading, reacting, and then the ability to catch the football and take it in the opposite direction.
Extra point up and good by Succop. And the lead is now 21-14. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And last time, decent field position through the pick 6. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So the last one didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position and not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
Here's a throw over the middle. It's taken in by his tight end. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. The Washington passing game dialed in now. It's a first down. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And he's going to go down. He's sacked back at the 24. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now second down and 22 yards to go. From the gun, McDonald. And his pass is intercepted for the fourth time today. Picked up by Jordan Whitehead. And the Bucs are going to get the football here as he gets this up past the 20-yard line. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his second season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup. Let's just make this one simple. Could he be any more open than he was on that play?
Yeah, they lost him going to the outside.
Hard to believe because you go through your accounting on each and every defensive snap. Who's got who, what defense you're in. That was totally a blown coverage.
Still a couple yards short of the first as the 3-yard gain brings up a third down. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
3rd and 2, Watson. Slings this deep from McLaurin. And unable to connect, incomplete. I'll give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
Certainly no lack of aggressiveness here. They were hoping for the home run play to get them 6 points. They're hoping for a catch, maybe a call, but they figure they can at least get into field goal range with a completion.
They will indeed snap it to Watson. Open man is Miller. He's got it. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a first down. Back to throw, Watson. Oh, the ball is out. Watson lost it. And it's Washington that scoops it up. Oh, my. And he gets it back into the end zone. It's a fumble recovery leading to a Washington touchdown. And Charles, look at the big fella. What a rumble that was. Not only to scoop it, but then take it the rest of the way for the touchdown.
And now you know they're going to have to hear about it from now on. The defensive backs, he's going to want to run with them, do their drills, the whole deal. He thinks he's the pace setter now.
It doesn't matter what happens in practice this week, he's smiling. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away.
The Bucs take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
They'll indeed start on the ground to run that clock. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando. That's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. All right, Coach, thanks. Yeah, both teams likely to make some changes in what's been a closely fought battle to this point. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. And here comes a return from the middle. And all deep in his own territory, he coughs up the football. And he gets it back into the end zone. It's It's a fumble recovery leading to a Washington touchdown. Slide on for the extra point. And it's good. That makes it a 28-21 game. And you can bet they're preaching two hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads. Yeah. And oh, he sheds a tackle. Now he's got some space. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. 25 yards there on the catch and run. From the 50, it's Watson. Wide open, Gronkowski. And all the way down to the 10-yard line. Well, make that now 2 completions for him on this drive, and these aren't ordinary completions. They're big ones.
Yeah, these are the types that make a secondary talk to each other and not in a good way. Oftentimes pointing fingers. Hey, who's got him? Someone cover it. That type of indecision.
And in for the Buccaneers touchdown. Giovanni Bernard with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Buccaneers are an extra point away from tying up this football game. Extra point put through by Succop. And that will tie our game here in the third. So right back to square one. Tied at 28 as he kicks it away. And there will not be a return here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. Of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked off Byron Jones. And they'll start out with great field position at the 47-yard line in enemy territory. They'll run on first down. Bernard. He'll get about 4 here, down to the 43-yard line.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later. And let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down.
And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. That's good for a Buccaneer first, a pickup of 12 yards. From the gun, here's Watson. Flushed out right. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down.
Looks to me, partner, like he's learned a little bit, because earlier in the game, I think he was trying to force a lot of throws into some windows that just weren't open.
Yeah, the interceptions had plagued him, especially a second interception, really a bad throw. So maybe a better decision there.
He had no doubt about it. I think he learned from earlier in the game, and he's applying it now.
Jones again. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Ronald Jones with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Bucs are going to take the lead. Extra point try now for Succop. It's up and good, and they've jumped back ahead, 35-28.
Buccaneers 35, Washington 28.
And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And last time, 1 play interception, so this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling, because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
Well, we've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. And I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure that the defenders don't take it away.
And no move to get the offense off the field. They're going on 4th and 5. They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And now possession will go over inside the 15-yard line. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Running right, Jones. Looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. Vision and speed, 2 of the attributes that you might say are important for a free safety, and we saw both in evidence there. 3rd quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. To throw is Watson. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete.
Even in today's NFL, when we think of the tight end position now as really a glorified wide receiver, we're still asking a lot of those guys. They have to block as well, and every now and then, they don't come down with the football.
An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
On 3rd down, here's Jones. And he's not going to get anywhere close to the marker as they'll stop him well short of the yellow line. Call it a gain of 4, and it'll bring up 4th down. And Succop will put this one right through, and that will extend their lead even further. So give them 3 on that drive. You know, normally you'd say we'll take it, but the way points have been flying around, it feels like a little bit of a letdown.
Yeah, you just have to wonder, are field goals going to be enough? Because as you pointed out, the way touchdowns have been scored, does kicking a field goal actually put you at a disadvantage the rest of the way?
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And on that last drive, went for it on 4th, turned it over. But good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on 4th down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense. I can afford to go for it here, because if we don't get it, I don't think we'll give up more than 3, and that's exactly what happened there.
You think that factored in?
I do. I think that he had that in his mind going into the game, that I'm going to be aggressive on offense because I know I've got a defense that can hold up their end.
In the third quarter here in D.C., a 2nd and 10 upcoming. Here's McDonald off of the play fake. Escaping the pressure right. Finding some room at midfield. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. 17 yards that time and a Washington first.
Sometimes guys get locked into such a groove. What do we call it? The game's slowing down. They see everything happening almost in slow motion. They see the lanes develop. I feel like he's right there.
Well, and you want this from your leader, right? With this deficit, this stage of the game, second half, no quit in him.
0.
And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. A wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now 2nd down. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Throwing is McDonald. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
After what they faced during this game where they've given up a ton of yards downfield, there has to be a measure of revenge right there for the secondary. They've been shredded throughout the game and finally forced an incompletion.
Here's McDonald to throw. Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge. And that's good enough for a first down. They'll look to throw again. Touchdown! Chris Godwin, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And Washington has made this a one-score game. Slide for the PAT. And the lead is down to a field goal now. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
The Bucs take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Their lead down to a field goal now as they start with a 1st and 10. Flush to his right, and he'll just get rid of it. Got out of the pocket, didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it, live to fight another down.
A good action to this point in the third quarter. Just a 3-point game. 2nd and 10. Throwing again is Watson. This one swung out here to Jones. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11. And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Throwing on 3rd down, Watson. Throwing deep for Galladay. And that's caught inside the 35.
Well, if you're a fan of offensive football, this game is for you because this one's been much more like a tennis match than a football game. Back and forth, and there's another example right there of another big play in the passing game.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. A shotgun snap for Watson. Gets it quickly to Galladay. Yeah, this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down.
Nothing fancy on 1st down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, you often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for second down, staying ahead of schedule. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. A gain of just a yard, but it's a first down. Here's Watson. He's got the hook up to Miller. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
And boy, this burgundy and gold defense charged up now. They stop him behind the line again. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a third down. Again, it's Jones. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. Ronald Jones, an 18-yard touchdown run. And the Bucs are going to add on to their lead. Extra point up and good by Succop. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. Now Pinion with the kickoff honors following the touchdown. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And you figure after giving up that last touchdown, they trail by 2 scores here in the fourth quarter. This drive becomes very critical. The throw right side is complete here on the first play of the drive. Touchdown, Washington. Logan Thomas, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And Washington able to make this a close game again. Extra point by Sly is up and good. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And he's probably realizing he should have stayed in the end zone as he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Their lead back down to 1 score after the touchdown a moment ago. First down's a must on this drive as they start out here 1st and 10. Slings this deep from McLaurin. And that's caught inside the 30. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Terry McLaurin with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Bucs are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point put through by Succop. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And last time the formula was pretty simple. 1-play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, 1-play drive is exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was real easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
Yeah, we'll see if it's that easy here. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. That one good for 26 and a first down. McDonald sets to throw. Looking downfield for Godwin. And this ball incomplete. Looked very much to be a catchable ball and could not hang on. Second down coming up. So second down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43. Out of the gun, McDonald. Buying time to his left. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
brings up a third down.
Washington on third down. They've been near perfect. 4 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 10. McDonald. 20, 10, and oh so close as he takes it all the way to the 2-yard line. Again, he'll drop to throw. And a dangerous throw there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
2nd and goal, and they will try again from the 2-yard line. McKissick. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington. His 4th rushing touchdown on the year, number 6 overall. And Washington has made this a 1-score game. Extra point by Sly is up and good. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Taken in at the 3. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
First and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. After the touchdown we just saw, we have a brand new ball game. And now look at the situation. You got plenty of time on the clock. Defensively, they have 3 timeouts. So do you run the football here or do you throw it?
I think you have that full conversation with your offensive unit, and you tell them, here's the situation. They've got all of their timeouts, so we are not going to play this conservatively. We've got to attack them. We've got to make them use those, gain the ground that we need in order to put this game away. If you think we're just going to run it 3 times and punt it, you got another thing coming.
Yeah, and by the way, also the 2-minute warning in play, so essentially 4 timeouts left.
They have to be aggressive here.
And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. Watson now to throw. Slings this deep from McLaurin. It's caught inside the 25. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Terry McLaurin with his 13th touchdown of the year and 2nd of the game. And the Bucs use the big play to extend their 4th quarter lead. Succop for the extra point. And his guys will take a 10-point lead.
Makes the score Buccaneers 59, Washington 49.
Now Pinion with the kickoff honors following the touchdown. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt a return. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
Back-to-back incompletions, but we know this is definitely 4-down territory. Time not on their side. I don't think they want to try and get the 1st down in 2 installments. I think they got to go and get it right here, right now.
On 3rd down, McDonald flushed out right. And this is what here? Incomplete, they say. It looked like it was intercepted, but he apparently did not get the 2 feet down in bounds. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. He's going to let it fly. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked up by Jordan Whitehead. And the Buccaneers will take over here as they get it up to the 43-yard line. With the points that we've seen scored, neither defense has been at their best, but these guys, they've been a little bit better, Charles, and a nice interception there. Yeah, you're right about that, Brandon. Let's face it. It's not always how you start, it's how you finish, right? So maybe you have a rough game all the way along, but if you make a big play like that at the right time, it can make everything turn out just okay. Jamin Davis, the rookie first-round pick, in on the tackle.
2nd and 6 at their 48-yard line.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. They'll go again to Jones. Call it a gain of a yard, and it's going to bring up 3rd and 5. Well, that's not a run that's going to make any of the highlight tapes, but they've been moving it well all game on the ground. This is another one that keeps them moving forward. An extra man in the secondary for Washington on 3rd down. Now Watson. And he'll find Galladay. That's complete. And he is going to have a Bucs first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense. They can't help but feel great about themselves, Ken.